Figured I'd find you out here on the beach, even at this hour. Oh, did I startle you? It's just me. Just Angela, your girlfriend. Yeah, I do have ninja feet, I suppose. Even in sand. Sorry about that. So, how long have you been out here? I'll admit, I got kinda distracted, prepping gear for tomorrow's dive and all that. Didn't realize you had gone off. Really? You've been here over an hour? Already? Whew. I must have really just been distracted. I'm sorry. Is everything okay? You seem, well, not distracted per se, but definitely troubled. Hun, are you alright? It's okay. You can tell me. I mean, we did come all the way out here to celebrate our 2-year anniversary as, being together and all that, officially. Yeah. So come on. Tell me. What's bugging you? Don't worry. No matter what you have to say, I won't judge you. Of course, you should know that by now. Really? You're worried about tomorrow's dive? How come? Oh. It's your first deep dive. For some reason I thought you've done a deep dive before. You haven't? Well, I can assure you it won't be that bad. I mean, for one thing, as much as I would like to, we won't be alone. There's going to be some other professionals out with us on the boat going down with us. So in case there's any problems, there'll be people there to help, Even though I'm a rather experienced diver myself, in case you've forgotten. That's right. Been diving quite a few years now, including deep dives out in the open ocean. I promise, I wouldn't let anything bad happen to you. No, I wouldn't. Do you really think I'd be so distracted during the dive that I wouldn't keep an eye on you? Are you crazy? You're gonna be one of my primary focuses the entire time. Especially now that I know this is your first time going off on a boat and deep dive. Yeah, I'm not letting you out of my sight for a second. Even if like a cool fish or something swam by. Well, I might take a second to look at that cool fish. But no more than a second. Plus, think about all the amazing things you'll see. Way out in, the open water compared to, the shallower dives you've done. You get to see more wildlife, might get to see some cool coral. And the water is a lot clearer, more blue, and it's so much better. It really is. Plus, my dear, you really need the experience. Don't you want to get better and better at diving? Yeah. You don't improve if you don't practice. And you also don't improve if you don't try new things, right? I mean, we both know you've already been approved for this dive. So it's obviously plenty of people have faith in you that you can do this. So why don't you have faith in yourself, sweetie? You're afraid you won't be able to keep up? Oh, come on. I'm sure you're not going to be the only new person out there. It's going to be, like, not a big group, it's still going to be a group. I bet there's one other person who hasn't done very many deep dives, if any. You won't be alone. And again, you'll have me. I'll be right by your side the entire time. I'll make sure your equipment's okay, and nothing bad happens to you, alright? Yeah. Again, you know, this isn't my first rodeo. Granted, I've done these dives mostly on my own or with strangers. So, this is actually my first time doing a deep dive with, well, someone I'm close to and that I care about. And, well, that person's you, silly. So, in a way, this is a first time experience for me too. But you know what? Us doing this together, that's gonna make it like 10 times more enjoyable, I swear. Of course we can hold hands a little bit, I don't see why not. Maybe not the entire time, because we're gonna need to maneuver and whatnot, but I'm sure there'll be opportunities to hold hands and be affectionate in what ways you can, you know, with scuba gear underwater and all. Yeah. See, it's gonna be perfectly safe. It's not like we're freediving this. Though I would love to teach you freediving one day. It's a whole different experience, let me tell you, but... oh, is it just... invigorating. I love it, even though I haven't done it in a while. But that's for another time, okay? Right now we're gonna focus on you, and me, and tomorrow's deep dive with scuba gear. So it's gonna be extra safe, okay? I mean, come on. We've been planning this trip for a couple months now, haven't we? And you never once expressed any hesitation before. Have you been feeling nervous this entire time about this? Really? And you never said anything because you didn't want to, like, risk making me feel bad? Oh, sweetie. Come on now. Like I said, everything's gonna be safe, and everything's gonna be okay. There's gonna be other people there to keep an eye on both of us. We're gonna have all the gear set up perfectly before we even touch the water. It's all gonna be perfectly fine. Yeah. I promise you, where we're going, there's probably not gonna be any sharks. So you don't have to worry about that. We're not in those waters. Just some fish. Maybe if we're lucky, we might catch a dolphin or two, who knows? And dolphins are usually pretty friendly. You know that, don't you? See? Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun. I know once you get under, and you get your wits about you, you're gonna love it. Just something tells me you're just gonna, you know, literally jump right in and just take off like a fish, in a way. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, I'll be with you every step of the way, okay, sweetie? I swear, I promise. I'm not gonna leave you alone for a second. Nope. Not at all. Well, it's because I care about you, silly. You are my... well, you know. We've been together a couple years now and all that. Yeah, so let's make this an anniversary to remember, okay? There, that's the spirit. So, feel any better now? Yeah? You do? Well, good, because it's getting late. It's starting to get dark out. And I think you and I better get our rest if we're gonna make the dive in the morning. Because they leave early. Yeah. Alright, here. You wanna take my hand? Aw, yeah. Come on, I'll lead the way back. You sure you feel better? Good, I'm glad. Let's have a fun dive tomorrow, okay? Okay.